Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Mukhtar Kasim. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times 276. President Bola Tinubu has touched down in Dubai for a short layover en route to his diplomatic engagement in Japan and Brazil. He will attend the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development in Yokohama from August 20 to 22, before proceeding to Brasilia for bilateral talks and business forums from August 24 to 25. The trip underscores Nigeria's commitment to enhancing geopolitical alliances and economic partnership. Elections are underway today in 16 constituencies across 13 states, including Jigawa, Edo, Ogun, Kaduna, and Kano State, as Nigerians vote to fill vacant seats in the Senate, the House of Representatives, and the State Assembly. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has deployed sensitive election materials, assured credible polls, and even fielded additional officer-level security to safeguard the process. The high-stakes contest is being closely monitored ahead of the 2027 general elections. Meanwhile, the Kaduna State Police Command has announced a restriction of movement in 4 local government areas due to today's by-elections in the state. The affected councils are Sabongari, Zaria, Shukun, and Kajuru. Police Public Relations Officer in the state, DSP Mansir Hassan, says the restriction has taken effect from midnight on Saturday, August 16, 2025. According to him, the measure is part of security arrangements to ensure public safety, prevent a breach of peace, and guarantee a smooth and orderly electoral process. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has ordered an institutional line-by-line review of Amnesty International's 120-page report alleging extrajudicial killings and rights abuses in southeast Nigeria. The directive seeks to assess the claims detailed in a decade of impunity and determine the appropriate response by security agencies. The police says the move signals its acknowledgement of growing human rights concerns and the need for transparency across the country. And now moving to the agri sector, where Nigeria's agricultural landscape is changing, and in the center of this transformation is a 3-letter word that has stirred debate across farms, markets, and even places of worship: GMO, genetically modified organisms. While scientists hail it as a solution to hunger and climate change, some Nigerians still question its safety and alignment with their belief. But what do the people who till the soil every day really think? In this special report, Anita Patrick takes us to the field to hear from the farmers themselves.
In Kano, dome fruit, otherwise known as goruba, is brought from Guru in Yobe State.
We apologize for that mix-up, and we bring to you that report in our subsequent bulletin. Sticking to agriculture, goruba, the dome palm, is regarded as the skull fruit known in northern Nigeria as an excellent brain superfood. Though it originated from Egypt, it is now cultivated and domesticated in Nigeria. Goruba is now used for different purposes, ranging from tea to traditional medicine. Correspondent Idris Jibrin takes a look at this fruit as a rich source of sugar, protein, and fat, and he feels in this report.
In Kano, dome fruit, otherwise known as goruba, is brought from Guru in Yobe State and other states across northern Nigeria.
In Kano, dome fruit, otherwise known as goruba, is brought up from Guru in Yobe State and other states across northern Nigeria. Goruba is actually brought from Guru, Machina, and several other local governments in Yobe State, and many people do buy goruba to take care of their health-related problems.
The fruit is a popular component of tea preparation consumed for refreshment, regulation of body weight, and blood glucose.
Dole fruit tea is used to regulate blood pressure, body weight, and body glucose. And at the moment, several people used to come here to either buy the tea or the goruba itself.
For several years, many youth in Kano are involved in the business of dole fruits. They sell it in shops and along major streets in Kano State. They say the trend has been paying off, especially because it's used as traditional medicine, which cure various diseases.
We do sell goruba here, and there are many of us who earn a living through the business. It has helped us to take care of our several problems, which include helping our parents.
Experts say the use of goruba, either consumed as tea or raw fruit, has proven to be beneficial to people with blood-related diseases. From Kano, Idris Jibrin reporting for Global Television News.
A very big thank you to Jibril for that report. And now moving to the health sector, where mental illness is still widely stigmatized in Nigeria. Too often, it is seen as spiritual weakness or madness rather than medical condition requiring care. From academic pressure and unemployment to social media stress and insecurity, more and more Nigerian youths are battling mental health challenges, often in silence. Our correspondent, Sadia Yakubu, brings us details of this report.
With over 60% of the population under 25, the nation's greatest asset is one of its most vulnerable. Nigerian younger people are facing a storm of stressors: unstable education systems, high unemployment, rising insecurity, and crushing social expectation, often without emotional support or access to mental health care. According to National Bureau of Statistics, youth unemployment stands at over 40%, leaving many with a bleak outlook on the future.
It's the genetic factor, the issue of inheritance. One could inherit the risk or the propensity to develop mental health problem from his or her parents. So hereditary factors play a very important role. Then we have environmental factors too. Environmental factors can be the issue of drug use.
Social media adds another layer of strain. While it connects, it also fuels unrealistic comparisons, cyberbullying, and addiction, all of which can trigger or worsen mental health issues.
That is, drug misuse it causes mental hurt and also parental effect. So that also can cause a mental hurt. And
a lot of people graduated and then there's no job, nothing. And then the people like me, I have about 5 graduates, which is my son, and I'm still the one that is feeding them.
Economic factor, the situation of the economy now, especially in this country we are, is very bad. That alone can also contribute to bring about mental health, sanity in youths.
Despite the odds, change is happening from youth-led mental health clubs in schools to NGOs offering free therapy. A quiet revolution is building. There is no health without mental health, and yet so many young Nigerians are falling through the cracks. If you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out. A list of verified mental health resources is available on websites. Mental health is health, and Nigerian young people deserve to thrive, not just to survive. I am Sadia Yakubu reporting for Global Television.
Let's now head to Imo State, where Governor Hope Uzodinma has charged local government officials in the state to strengthen grassroots institutions as a means of driving real change and sustainable development. He made the call at the opening ceremony of a 3-day retreat on public sector governance in Owerri. Amarachi Ibe reports.
The retreat gathered council chairmen, administrators, and grassroots stakeholders from across the state for 3 days of intensive training and dialogue. With the theme, Enhancing Local Government Governance for Sustainable Development, the program is organized by the Progressive Institute in partnership with the Ministry for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. Declaring the event open, Governor Hope Uzodinma urged participants to develop practical strategies that will make the local government more effective in meeting the needs of the people.
So we have to establish clear goals and objectives for public organizations and aligning resources to achieve them. Key factors such as accountability, transparency, efficiency, and integrity are essential for achieving effective public sector governance.
Director General of the Progressive Institute, Dr. Olarewaju Adebayo, described the retreat as a critical step in equipping officials with modern governance skills for improved grassroots service delivery.
Discuss issues such as procurement, public financial management, public service rules, policy process and communication, and today we discussed lawmaking process and revenue generation, all aimed at ensuring that our elected leaders perform optimist towards developing the states. And this is a manifestation, sir, of your character.
In an address of welcome, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Ruby Emele, commended Governor for prioritizing the professional development of local government officials.
Your Excellency, we can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough. I believe by the time they are done with this, they will go home with more capacity, increased productivity, and Imo State will be better for it.
The retreat continues with a focus on boosting grassroots governance and is expected to produce actionable strategies for stronger local institutions in Imo State. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
You are watching the live broadcast of the Midday News. When Midday News returns, death toll after monsoon floods in Pakistan rises to more than 320. Details coming shortly, plus business and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please stay tuned. You're welcome back from that break, and if you're just joining us, this is the Midday News coming to you live from Global Television. And now to business news. Nigeria's headline inflation rate has eased for the fourth consecutive month in July 2025, falling to 21.88% from 22.22% in June, according to figures from the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS). The latest Consumer Price Index reports indicated that the July rate was 0.34% points lower than the previous month and 11.52% below the 33.40% recorded in July 2024. Still talking business, British Airways has barred 58 passengers from boarding its Abuja to London flight after a faulty aircraft door compromised safety standards. The National Civil Aviation Authority confirmed the issue, praised the airline's swift action, and noted that affected passengers were provided with hotel accommodations. The incident reflects strict adherence to aviation safety protocols. Now, Kano State is a commercial city in northern Nigeria, and it has been a trade hub for grains and textiles since the colonial era. Today, the resilient shoemaking business in Kofar Wambai market employs hundreds and thousands of people working at various stages of the manufacturing process. Global Television news correspondent Ibrahim Jibrin takes a first-hand look as the business in action.
Inside Kofar Wambai market in Kano lay sheets of leather in plain sight waiting to be processed into footwears of various sizes and designs. The art of shoemaking is known to be an ancient trade in Kano, dating as far back as the 11th century. On daily basis, hundreds of youth, including women, spend time on various stages of shoemaking, such as cutting the leather, applying gum to leather materials, and shaping the different animal skin. Leather materials dyed locally in different colors are used to make footwears of different sizes, from relatively simple to very complex. Bags and other leather materials are also made here.
I have been doing this business for several years, and we do produce all kinds of shoes, bags, and other leather materials.
Ali Sidi is one of the shoemakers. Inherited from his father, Ali has been benefiting from the trade for the past 35 years and is now passing it to his children.
For 35 years, I have been making shoes in this market. I learned it from my father, and I'm now teaching my children.
Over the years, shoemakers in Kano say sales have been good, but the insufficient supply of raw materials, inadequate capital, and lack of government intervention are threatening their production capacity.
Sincerely, we started this business from Kurmi market, and with the advent of foreign shoes, we migrated to this place, but we are now threatened by the lack of government intervention.
With increasing opportunity in the trade, there is no doubt that more improved quality footwears can be produced only when importation of foreign shoes is completely banned. From Kano, Idris Jubrin reporting for Global Television News.
Making rounds on the foreign scene. President of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, Julius Maada Bio, has reaffirmed his call for the return of Sahel countries that exited the regional bloc amidst political turmoil. His appeal comes amidst growing regional instability, with the Sahel states having left following governance disputes. Bio emphasized unity as essential for addressing terrorism, poverty, and climate threats. Now moving to the United States, where President Donald Trump, following a 3-hour meeting in Alaska, says they had not yet got there on a Ukraine peace deal with Vladimir Putin, while asserting some progress has been made. Putin described the talks as productive and reiterated his sincerity in ending the war, though no formal agreement has emerged. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has agreed to travel to Washington for further discussions, signaling continued diplomacy. Away to Asia, where heavy monsoon rains have triggered devastating floods across northern Pakistan, resulting in over 320 deaths within 48 hours, largely in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area. Eyewitnesses described the scene resembling the end of the war, with entire villages destroyed and ongoing rescue operations facing significant challenges. Authorities have warned of continued rainfall and increased flood risks. And now to sport, where Liverpool have opened the new Premier League season with a gripping 4-2 victory over Bournemouth at Anfield, with Mohamed Salah adding a late goal to seal the win and extend his record as the competition's top opening day scorer. The match, which featured goals from Hugo Ekitike and Cody Gakpo, also included a powerful emotional tribute to late Diego Jota in the stands, while Bournemouth responded with 2 goals amidst report of racial abuse towards Antonio Semenyo. Salah's strike capped a poignant night for the Red fans. Away from football to basketball, where Nigeria's The Tigers delivered a stunning performance at the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket Championship, thrashing defending champions Tunisia to announce themselves as a serious contender for the title. The Nigerian side combined ferocious defense with blistering offense, shutting down Tunisia's key players while pushing them into fast breaks and three-point shooting. The Tigers' next match will be against Cameroon on Sunday, a fixture that will determine the seeding for the knockout stage of the competition. And that's it on Global TV Midday News. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @GlobalTVNG. I am Mukhtar Kasim, saying a very big thank you for watching. Good afternoon.